Hi, Mike Kennedy with you. And this technically can't be called a meal ready to eat, although it's very similar. They call this a TOTM, which stands for Tailored Operational Training Meal. So the idea of this is that it's similar to an MRE. It has some of the MRE components, but it's not actually made for active duty. It's made for things when, say, soldiers are training at home, for organizations maybe like FEMA or something like that. So it's a little different. The shelf life of these is 12 months, maybe at 80 degrees, but at room temperature, it's more like 18 months. So let's take a look inside of it. I thought we'd just look at it, see what's in it. You can see the gray color. We've got some of the typical MRE retort pouches, but they have put in other commercially available things to replace other items. Now, the idea, I think, behind this is basically cost. If I buy, this was bought from the Army barracks. If I buy an MRE there, it's $9.99. If I buy one of these, it's $5.99. So there's a savings of 40% of $4. That's quite a bit. Especially, you could imagine if you were, let's just say you were doing some event with some type of FEMA crew or something. You're out doing some exercises for 2 days, and you got 30 people, all of those meals. Well, switching to something like this would be very cost effective rather than doing the MREs. So let's take a look. We're going to see what's in here, and we're going to try to keep a running tally of calorie, protein, and fiber. And we're not going to worry about the other things because, again, this is a meal that you're not going to try to live off of. This is something that's made, it's made for people without arthritis first, I'll say that. It's designed to be used sooner. In other words, you wouldn't necessarily store these in a bunker and expect to come back in 3 years. So let's see what we have first. First, we have baked snack crackers. These seem to be kind of chowdered up. I could be wrong. Cheddar. Oh, they could be small crackers. But let's just see. We got calories here. We've got 240 calories. Protein 5 grams. And we're going to look for fiber on some of these. We've got a gram of fiber. Okay, so that's one item. I bet these are kind of like goldfish. Okay, here's pears. Okay, we were talking about some of the problems with having, fruits or vegetables in the units I was putting up. Here we have the pears, and you can see right on it, it's got their company name here, the Warnick Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Whereas with this MRE, it's still got that same, the Warnick Company. Okay, they probably make MRE components too there, and what we're seeing here is they're going to be substituting other things. And here's we've got pears, we've got basically 100 calories, and we have a gram of fiber, no protein in that. Now here, we'll do this first. Lemon lime flavored, no fruit juice. Okay, and this 130 calories, no protein. This has got vitamin C and things, so that's good. Here we have our famous water-activated MRE heater. Now, if you buy MREs without this component actually costs about $1. So if you can forego the need to have your food heated, or you're planning on an alternate way to heat it, maybe you're including it in your camping stuff, and you've got your stove and everything, you could buy meals without this, and they would roughly be $1 cheaper. Not necessarily from this company, but what I'm saying is that component costs about $1 to put in. And oh, you can see here we've got a little bit of a different package. Here's our accessory pack. Let's open this up and see what's in it. We have got the nice MRE spoon. We've got a wet nap. We've got coffee. We've got pepper and salt. We have sugar. And we have creamer. So there you go. Everything except the cup to have some coffee. And instead of having, well, we've got a little bit of a napkin too. And we've got the wet wipe too. Okay. The accessory package. I keep these. These are really rugged spoons. We've got an M&M and package. We've got 230 calories there. We get 2 grams of protein. And we got a gram of fiber in that too. I didn't realize that. Okay, here's another MRE type component. Pretzels. And here we've got, I can see right off, 2 grams of protein, 100 calories. Fiber, 1 gram. Okay, and here's our main component of the meal. This is the marinara sauce and meatballs. Okay, and we've got the little. This is the little sleeve that you can put the MRE heater and this in to keep them in good contact. And here we've got the information here. We got 17 grams of protein in this. We've got calories. We've got 310 calories, 17 gram protein. Let's see, dietary fiber. We've got 6 grams. Okay, and that finishes off. So let's do some math here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 grams of protein. 10 grams of fiber. Protein is 5, 7, 9. So 26 grams of protein. And for calories, we have 4 and 6 is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's see if that's right. Let me double check here. Here's the 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have approximately 1,000 calories. So this would be a lower cost option, and like I say, by basically going with some of these, more commercial things that are added, you can see the MRE pack doesn't include doesn't include matches, doesn't have toilet paper. We're expected that these in this situation we're close to some facility or something. We don't need those items, and so we can get a significant cost savings of 40% by switching to, instead of an MRE, we've got a TOTM, or a tot meal. Let's call it that, huh? So I just wanted to show you this because we're doing our little series on MREs, and of course it makes sense that if we're getting too high in cost with the ones we construct, after a while it might make more sense just to buy these. Now I don't know whether these are available through the mail. It's kind of funny because a lot of the MRE mails put U.S. government property, commercial resale is unlawful. Well, they're sticking it on there, and it isn't actually true. This particular meal, when it being sold to a vendor such as Army Barracks, and they wouldn't be selling it if it was actually the military ones that were bought by the military. Actually, it is against the law. Say you have a soldier and he has eaten MREs, technically it is illegal for him to sell them, for you to buy them, or you possess them. And why they do that is because they want soldiers to eat the food, not to sell it. So there is a law against that. But I think they tend to stick this U.S. government property thing on a lot of them to make them look like they're more official when they aren't. So there we go, a TOTM meal, and we'll check out some of the components later. But I just wanted to show you this alternate where, like I say, we're saving $4 and a meal, and that's significant. Tell me what you think. Oh, and from Army Barracks. And it's like, they seem to be the cheapest place around where I could actually buy an MRE off the shelf. And of course, the advantage there is I buy it there, I pick out what I want, and there's no shipping charges. There are a lot of places that sell them online, but you'll find generally that by the time you figure the shipping in, it doesn't work out. And sometimes to get any decent pricing, you have to buy a case of 12. Well, when you buy a case of 12, you get whatever they ship you. You don't have that option of, say, for some reason, you just can't eat tuna. You might end up with 1 or 2 tuna meals that you just are not going to eat. Maybe you're allergic to it, I don't know. But just something to think about. And like I say, if you pick them out individually and have them shipped to you from someplace, usually that ends up being kind of expensive. And so that's basically too why we're trying to construct some of these ourselves. And while we've been buying some of the components and putting them together easily, like I say, we're going to look at doing some other schemes where we can keep the costs down even further, and maybe they'll have a little more prep in making them or actually using them. Tell me what you think. Bye.